Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Ops Committee, the County Operations Committee. I am Commissioner Marita Davis Johnson, and I chair the committee. My two esteemed colleagues that serve on the committee with me is Presiding Officer Robert Patrick and Commissioner Steve Bradshaw. We are here today with Ms. Murphy, who is the nominee, and that's Alicia Murphy, who is the nominee for the DeKalb County Ethics Officer. Welcome, Ms. Murphy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm honored that you've invited me to your meeting.
Okay, and the other commissioners that we have with us today is Commissioner Terry and Commissioner Lorraine Cochran Johnson. And so welcome, commissioners. So do you have an opening statement that you would like to say before we get started? And I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to. Just giving you that opportunity.
I don't, but I seem to feel obligated to have an opening statement.
Well, you know something.
Anything.
You know something. I'm an attorney. And so I know we do opening and closings, but I do know that sometimes we waive. And so you have the opportunity to waive your opening and just do a closing. So let's do that.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I'll ask the first question, and that is, please tell us why you are interested in this role and what you perceive to be the duties and responsibilities of the ethics officer to be based on the state statute. And if I need to repeat that, I will.
Okay. I'm going to try to write down some of it.
Okay. Yeah, just tell us, why you're interested in this post.
I'm interested.
And then what you believe to be the duties and responsibilities of the ethics officer, as well as the role.
Okay. I'm interested in this particular position because I'm interested in educating, training, not just a small group of people, but a large variety of people. And I believe in integrity, honesty, and truth. And I believe that if we practice that, we will have preventative measures so that when conflicts do arise, we will be able to adhere to whatever the rules and regulations are of Georgia. I'm also interested because I am a professor at Indiana Wesleyan University and I teach ethics and compliance laws. So I'm into training and educating people. I also understand that it would be advising maybe public officials and employees as well. And I've done that. In Ohio, there are 88 counties in the Board of Elections, and I was a deputy elections attorney. And in that position, I did advise the 88 counties on what is ethical and when they're out of compliance, what they should do. Also, I'm trying to incorporate what I also believe the duties are. So I believe that educating, training, drafting advisory opinions, I hate to tell people to do this, but under Secretary of State's office, under the directives, advisory opinions, and tie votes, I wrote some of them. And that will give you an idea of my writing style if you go on that. So I'm used to writing and drafting documents that will advise a board into what direction they should or should not go. Also, I believe that one of the requirements would be to draft an annual report so that all others will know what not just the Board of Ethics is doing, but the DeKalb County regarding that particular subject.
Okay, well, thank you.
Mhm. And
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think, I'm looking on my notes, and I think also just evaluating whether there is proper jurisdiction and whether this case will impact past policies, or will it impact future policies. I believe that is one of the things or the items that I should do, and determine whether there is probable cause or lack of evidence. And so I would look at the dismissal and whether that is appropriate at that time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Commissioner Patrick.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Murphy, the question I have for you is, please describe how you plan to leverage your previous experience and expertise in your new position as DeKalb County Ethics Officer.
I kind of touched on that, but I was looking at the letter that the vice chair wrote from the Board of Ethics, and I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. It indicated that I'm a former magistrate judge. I'm actually a current magistrate judge, and I'm a former judge. And so I believe that that training will be easily transferred to DeKalb County, meaning I'm able to sort out what is truth and not so truthful responses. I'm able to write out any type of opinions that the board would call upon. I collaborate with others. I'm able to be a liaison between the county commissioners if needed and the Board of Ethics. And hopefully I answered your question. I think there was another part to it.
Basically, just how can you leverage your previous experience and expertise with DeKalb County? And when you answered Commissioner Johnson's question, you did hit on some of those points. And then again, you reminding everyone of your judgeships. I think that speaks a lot to your background. So thank you.
Okay. And I'm also a current professor, as I indicated, at Indiana Wesleyan, and I teach business ethics and compliance.
Okay. Well, thank you. Madam Chair.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Commissioner Patrick. Now, Commissioner Bradshaw, the next question.
Good afternoon, Ms. Murphy.
Good afternoon.
My question is, please describe your philosophy and methodology in educating individuals on ethical compliance.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yes, ma'am. Happy to.
Thank you.
Please describe your philosophy and methodology in educating individuals on ethical compliance.
I think my primary philosophy is preventive measures. I believe that if you allow people to know what could be a conflict of interest, what could be undue influence, and teach people how that even the appearance of impropriety may get you in trouble. I believe that is what you should do initially before the problem takes place. I also, as far as educating, I don't like to be bored. And so my educational process is interactive, exciting, and I look at what I would want to learn. And I also look at, and to me, this is the hardest group to teach, teenagers. If the teenager would be bored, then chances are everyone else would be bored. So I look at that, and I also integrate or incorporate humor in anything that I do. So that's primarily my methodology: preventive measures and incorporating an exciting platform that everyone could be interactive in, and humor.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I will take the next question, and that is, do you anticipate any challenges to your independence in this role?
I do. I anticipate challenges to my independence just because I'm new. I will be new to DeKalb County. I don't know the political ins and outs of DeKalb County, but that also will work in my favor because I won't have any preconceived notions of anyone. And other challenges to my independence is possibly undue influence, people calling and wanting me to give an opinion that doesn't fall between the guidelines. And I wrote down some of the guidelines. Possibly I don't have jurisdiction to hear that. Possibly the board has already previously decided that. And as you know, when you're new, you're tested. And so I anticipate that as well. So I don't want to, if someone calls or comes by, I don't want to give an opinion that is outside of my scope. So that's another challenge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And thank you so much. Do you have anything, Commissioner Terry or Commissioner Lorraine Cochran-Johnson?
Madam Chair, no additional questions, but
Okay.
appreciate the interview questions that have been discussed so far, and really like what I'm hearing. And so it's really great to meet Ms. Murphy here, and thank you so much for your time and interest in this very important position. And yeah, thanks again.
Okay. Commissioner Lorraine Cochran-Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to say that I had taken the time to look at Ms. Murphy's extensive resume. And I see that there's a background here, that your background is so vast, everything from being a judge to a professor.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the training in everything from criminal to juvenile, as well as compliance and election law, is very unique for an ethics officer to have because of the huge diversity you have there. So, I'm assuming that if you accept and move forward with this position, you would be moving to DeKalb County or to Georgia, of course.
Absolutely. I believe that I would have to move within 6 months. I don't plan on taking full 6 months, but I will be living in DeKalb County, yes.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure you've done a little research on good old DeKalb County to understand us to a certain extent. And, every organization has a culture, but we'll certainly look forward to seeing how this progresses. I understand you've already been favorably received, and I take no issue with that. So thank you for being a part of this conversation today so that we could get to know you and hear from you. And thanks to the members of the committee too for asking questions. And I yield back to you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. You remind me a lot of myself. I was a magistrate judge for a few years. You were a lawyer. And of course, I also was a graduate assistant. I taught at Tennessee State University for a couple of years. And you're a lawyer, so I like that as well. So we identify, we click.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I look forward to the discussion in our committee. I look forward, and I know you have to look forward to moving to DeKalb County. If you read about us, we take the forefront on many issues in DeKalb County. So I know you've heard good things about us. Some people have put in a little negative here and there, but this is a good board. and I enjoy working with everyone. And of course, I love DeKalb County. Been here since it started. I'll say that. So with that, if you have any closings or if you have any questions of us, please.
Well, I'm looking at my notes. What I should ask you, how do you, as far as the process, what happens next in the process in voting upon me?
Oh, okay. Well, we will, after you leave, we will discuss with the committee and have the committee vote.
Okay. All right.
And if there's a positive vote, this is a special call meeting. So our commission meeting is on on Tuesday. And that recommendation will go to the full committee.
Okay.
And so, and they will vote on it.
Well, you put pressure on me to have a closing, so
should I ask, would you like to waive that closing? But no, I'm not gonna. Okay.
I didn't tell you kind of the personal side of me, and I think that's important to incorporate. Again, my name is Elisa Murphy, and I have been an attorney for approximately 29 years. I am a mother of two. My daughter started at Hampton University, and then when I got the second bill, I moved her, so she only did a year there. She's a graduate of Miami University, and she graduated last year. She works for a company called UBS in Nashville, Tennessee. And my son is a sophomore at the Ohio State University, and he majors in computer science. And he's in the other room, and he's eating me out of house and home while he's here, because I have him stay on campus, even though I'm in Columbus. Let's see, I have been a magistrate or a judge, a combination, since April of 2003. And I took a break after the general election of 2019 in November. And in 2020, I started working for the Secretary of State, again, as the elections counsel. And I like to fish. I have a family in Georgia. My church is actually based in Atlanta, Georgia. And I like to have fun. I have a core group of people that I hang with. I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I'm a life member in Silver Star. And my daughter is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And I'm happily divorced. I'm sorry. I love men, but I'm happily divorced. So.
Okay.
That's kind of the personal side. My kids grew up with a dog. We had him for almost 17 years. He passed away recently. And that's kind of my lifestyle. So that's my closing. I don't have anything else.
Well, I think that we sort of got a part of your life, but I'm gonna tell you, we have so much more in common. My daughter went to Hampton.
Oh wow!
And I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow!
And I fish.
Oh my
God! So we just want to thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
And of course, someone from Central Staff will get back with you. And you have a good day.
You too. And your questions were very hard. All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Well, that's what attorneys do. Answer hard questions.
That's true.
So you were there.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
to the
then.
committee, and thank you to the commissioners overall. I appreciate it, and thank you, Ms. Shannon, for all your help. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
here. Thank you.
Commissioner
Okay.
Johnson,
Uh-huh.
it seems like everyone that knows somebody is an AKA. What did I miss?
No, I'm not an AKA. I didn't pledge. That's Lorraine. I mean, I'm not a Greek. I didn't pledge at all.
Okay.
That's Lorraine. Yeah, I'm sort of a loner. They wouldn't want me. I'm a loner. But I have dear friends that are Greeks. Yeah.
All right.
So we heard, we interviewed her. I feel good about it.
Mhm.
So my other two members, you all have a motion, Jay and
Robert, do the honors.
I will, hang on one second. I'd like to make a motion to approve Elisa Murphy as the next DeKalb County Ethics Officer.
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, well, she's nominated, and Central Staff, you all will let her know that she's nominated. And we will be taking that vote to the full board on Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. Well, if there's no further discussion,
Madam Chair,
is
one more
there-
quick thing. When we're looking for employees or staff members that come from the Northeast, part of the benefits package should be a reminder that it only snows once a decade.
I know that's right.
And they got nothing else to worry about. So
That should be a benefit.
I just want to
Okay.
know. I just want to know when Marita's taking me fishing.
Oh, okay. Well, you know something. That'll be our retreat. You cool out, you fishing, and we can be talking. And so we'll Commissioner Patrick, we have to plan that.
we will do that. We will do that.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, y'all have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye.